After HTML, next step would be CSS. I like that because it's all about the design. Basically, if you load this page without any styles, then it looks like the default styles from the browser, and it doesn't look like much of a design. And in the beginning of the web, they didn't really think they needed much of a design because it was more of a research tool. But pretty soon they found out potential that they needed some kind of style. And these days, because we have so many cool web features and designs and entertainment to look at, it's really good to have this as a tool, the style sheets that separate from the HTML file. And we're going to try out a few things in CodePen. We can do this together, or you can do it on your own. I have a tutorial and we can do both ways. And this week also I'm talking about accessibility. It's often something that's overlooked on a website that is because they think it's sort of like just a little fringe market, just a few people. But if you come to think about it, this is the exact point where you can improve a website tremendously, because usually when you make it easier for somebody with a disability, overall you improve it for everybody because you make it easier for everybody. It's not just that one person. Quite a few types of disabilities that you could check to make sure. That has two parts because it's quite long, it's quite a lot of stuff. It also talks about the screen readers and alt text and how things are hidden that might show up in search engines. After geeking out about so much code, I'm also talking to Thomas Jockin, and this ties into the accessibility. He's working on a font called Lexant that makes it easier to read depending on your level of literacy. And he's talking about variable fonts and developments. He's a really nice guy. I met him. He's a very good friend I met at Tech Thursday. We worked together on several projects. Very great guy to get along with and very involved in this whole scene. Also this week, due date for the websites coming up. It's a due date, that means you have to be done, but it means you can be done-ish, but it has to be at least at the stage where it should not look incomplete. So we can always improve it because it's never final, like I mentioned, but this week is the due date. Gotcha.